Welcome to StepFlix.
Hey there, StepFlix. I'm Jovanny. This is Anastasia. We're back for part 2 of our Bachata Sensual tutorials. Make sure you go back and check out part 1 because it's very important and it leads into what we're doing now. Okay? So last time we learned wave, Madrid step as an extension of our basic. So today we're going to work on some more advanced sensual movements that might take time to learn in your body, but if you practice, I swear everybody will love dancing with you. Okay? Let's just jump into it. When we dance, we're very used to and very comfortable facing our partner. Everybody has a great time, right? What happens a lot of times when I see people in this position is that they're very uncomfortable. Especially the ladies tend to look for their partner with their eyes. They're like, where are you at? Where are you at? Or they tend to drift towards their partner and be like, I need connection in order to do this. Guys, it's not true. Check it out. I'm going to blow your minds, right? When we dance, our number 1 connection point is our elbow. Number 2 is our back. Number 3 is optional for now. Everybody's very comfortable doing this, right? Here, the ladies don't float towards me, right? Float towards me. You don't do this, right? Because you would be abandoning the 2 connection points that we established. Don't move. Don't freak out. Everything is exactly the same here. Connection point number 1, connection point number 2. I did not ask for these connection points yet. I might in the future, but for now I haven't. So it's the same as this position. The same. Yeah? So make sure that as a follow, your job is to provide, like we talked in the last video, positive pressure into those points. So she's slightly pressing down in her elbow, and she's like almost expanding into my right hand, right? Pressure outward, yeah? That's an exaggerated movement, but that's the idea. I feel her going away, not towards me. Drift towards me again? Because she would be separating here. So this is illegal in at least 48 states, not in New Jersey though. Okay? So make sure that you positive pressure with your partner. Here, we should be able to do basic, but this is called tandem position. In Bachata Sensual, we always do basic on the lady's timing. Let me rephrase that. We don't change the lady's basic, yeah? We don't all of a sudden say, okay, basic 1, she'll fall like that, right? Instead, if I say, we're gonna do basic, here we go, 5, 6, 7, basic, and I walk away, this is what she should be doing, her basic step, yeah? So when we're behind our partner, we're gonna have our connection points. We're gonna do basic on ladies' timing because leads know the future. We cannot expect the follows to just change everything to accommodate for us, yeah? 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you'll see from this angle that she just does her basic, and my job is not to interfere with her basic, just to guide her. 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah? Your hand position is in the middle, guys. No open hands, yeah? You're not trying to go north to south here. In the middle, her belly button is right around here, and her hip bone is right around here. So I'm in a range. Obviously, everybody's bodies are different, so you have to do what's appropriate. Don't put your hand too low on the hip. Just because there's no place for her to push. Push into this point. What am I asking you to do, right? I'm asking you to do this. I don't want my partner to be doing this all the time, right? It breaks her stance. So you have to put it in a place that she could stand tall and still have positive pressure with her stomach, okay? And then obviously, guys, make sure that you don't put your hand anywhere that it's not supposed to go, yeah? Nobody likes that. So how do we get here? That's what we're gonna do now, yeah? We're gonna enter using a hand toss. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. I breathe up a little bit. I cover her watch again like we talked about in the last video. So here, what time is it, Anastasia? You don't know? Yeah? That's the idea. From here, guys, if you want to flick somebody's hand, you give energy down. And then her job is, again, to be on the moon, very slow and extended. That's not what we're going to do here. We're going to stay with our partner, stay with our partner, stay with our partner, all the way till our hand gets to the elbow, yeah? So the guy's hand does this movement, covers the watch, goes down, flips. Now the back of my hand is on her forearm, flips again, front of my hand is on her elbow. And now, again, her job is always to press into what I am asking her to contact, yeah? Theoretically, from here, we should be able to do a full turn without losing contact, yeah? It should not be this, fly away, yeah? So make sure you have that positive pressure. So let's do just that. 6, 7, go. Hey, what time is it? 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is very important. This is New York. This is Houston, let's say. You are not allowed in bachata to fly from New York to Houston. We are about to drive all the way there. Yeah? So make sure that you do drive from New York down to Houston. You're like, Jovanny, what are you talking about? Okay? As I turn her right now, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to drive to Houston. Yeah? I did not. Why? Because we've lost control of our partner. She gets confused now, right? So you drive all the way. Meanwhile, on the other side here, we have to drive from Houston, right? This is Houston, to Panama. Yeah? Houston to Panama. What's the position of this hand, Jovanny? It's a position such that it will end right where we defined before, right? So if my partner turns around, it's right above the waistline, or it's like at the waistline, yeah? So that's where the hand needs to be, from here. So this hand will go downward, and this hand will go across. Yeah? We're going to use this to stop her turn. Here we go. This is 3, 4, sorry. 5, 6. Okay? My job here is, yes, to stop her turn, but also I have to give her stability. Yeah? Try to turn to your left, Anastasia. She cannot. There's a block on the top, yeah? And then this is her stability. She has to obey this point too. Okay? So let's break that down a little bit more. Guys' footwork, extremely simple because we need to change timing. So when we go to change timing, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go, this is 3, 4. I go step, tap, and then the next part will be step, tap. So when we want to change timing, we go step, tap, right? So that's all that we're doing, guys. Let's try. 5, let's do this side. 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Step and tap, basic. 1, 2, and now we're on basic in ladies' timing. Yeah? Little tip to make it really work in the socials, what I call the secret. This left hand sometimes, again, the ladies are still learning and they will freak out when you get behind them, yeah? So I use Houston as like home base, like NASA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If she starts to look for me, if she starts to try to contact me, right? Try to float towards me like we talked about, I don't let her. Look for me. Try to like turn towards me. No. Relax. Everything's fine. I do my step tap, and now we do basic. I keep doing basic. I keep my hand here until the basic is flowing. Once the basic is flowing, I can let this travel down, and now I have my normal bachata contact points here, yeah? But until then, there might be some confusion as to where her weight should be, yeah? So make sure to very clearly define her weight. I'm on my left. I'm on my right. I'm on my left. And basic, yeah? Define your partner's weight, okay? Very important. How do you do that? With your weight, not with your hands. Okay? Let's just do that. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, step and tap, step and basic. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Let's add some bachata sensual to this, yeah? We're going to do the most difficult body movement in bachata sensual, the lateral wave. So let's reverse lateral wave. So from the hips, let's break that down. Last video, we did it from the top. This is just the reverse, yeah? We did already review how to do our waves. So remember, you have to crunch in, expand out. Crunch in, expand out. Notice that Anastasia, keep doing the wave, is transferring her weight back and forward, back and forward. This is really important because if we're not transferring our weight, keep your weight in the middle. If we're not transferring our weight, and then do waves, we do not know how to return to bachata basic. We should always be able to return back to bachata. So we're going to do one wave and return to bachata. We go wave forward, wave back, we collect, and now we can do basic. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that as a quick drill because it's very important that we control our weight, yeah? So 5, 6, 7, full, basic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wave left. 6, 7, crunch. Wave forward. Wave back. Wave forward. 6, 7, basic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah? Keep that in mind. Always keep it in mind whenever you do your essential movements. I have to be able to go back to bachata, okay? The ladies will be doing this movement. This is your movement. Practice this. Guys, you can lead this from behind. You can. But that's not what we're going to do, yeah? Because we want to be a little bit more seen. We want to be a little bit more seen, and it gives us more options when we are perpendicular to our partner. So we're going to be practicing our lateral waves. It's the same shape as her wave, but instead of going forward and backwards, I go left and right. So Anastasia is going to help me demonstrate here that the shapes are the same, so I really want you to emphasize on the same topics that we went over earlier, yeah? When she crunches for her wave, it's like a string pulling her in the back, yeah? When I crunch in my lateral wave, it's like, pull my string here, yeah? It comes from here. It does not come from here, yeah? We crunch using our hip a little bit and our chest a little bit, like I'm closing my ribs. This is the same as this position. Now she does a wave forward as I make the same shape, and I follow back, and I follow forward, and I follow back. And again, the weight shift, right? I am shifting my weight as I do this. I am not in the middle, stuck as a plant. Step one to practicing this movement, we're going to shift our weight left and right. Again, weight shift, very important. If you're not shifting your weight, you're not doing bachata, you're doing plant chata, yeah? Because you're stuck to the ground. Here we go, weight, left, and right, and left, and right, and left. So when we go weight left and right, you know, we're not like completely stacked and stopped, right? We go and we allow our hip to extend, yeah? Now, as we shift our weight, we're going to bend our knees. Bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your knee, bend your knee. Nice. Now we're going to do our crunch. Same crunch as the last video. We crunch, and now we straighten. We're pushing off the ground, and we're not changing our height, right? So we crunch, and we transfer to the other side. Transfer. Complete the weight transfer. Crunch. Transfer to the other side. Weight transfer. Crunch, and go. Crunch, and go. Crunch, and go. Crunch, and go. Yeah? This movement takes a lot of time to work on, so make sure that you work on your crunches and continue to push off the ground when you do this. When Anastasia does this movement, what's the first thing everybody looks at? We do this movement, the first thing they look at is her head, right? This is not a head movement. This is a movement from the ground, okay? The head movement is a result. We'll talk about that more in a future video, yeah? So if you guys like it, subscribe. So, okay, let's use this in the pattern that we just did. 5, 6, 7, let's go. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, down. I have just told her we're not doing basic. We're doing something else. Yeah? I have my contact point. From here, I do my crunch. I transfer my weight. I still have this point here just for control. I crunch, I transfer my weight, and I shift and I stop her here. I do not let her return to neutral. We stop here. Yeah? From here, we do the snakes that we did last time. Snake to the right. I come up. I'm on one leg. She's on one leg because I'm on one leg. We rotate. At this point, there is still no contact between us. Still no contact. As I rotate her, as I push forward into the wave we did last time, I build contact. First here, all the way down the arm, all the way down to the hip, and then I breathe up. I'm on the front of my leg with full contact, right shoulder to left shoulder, her entire arm against my chest. Anastasia adds this contact point because it helps her feel these movements, yeah? So it makes her life much easier. And then the hip is optional, but it helps on the way back. You need it on the way back, yeah? So again, we had no contact. We were doing our movements. Let's just do it from this angle. We're doing our movements separately. I'm defining her shapes with my frame. And then as I go forward, I slowly build, and by the top, 100% contact, yeah? So let's continue past that. 5, 6, 7, let's go. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and block. 5, 6, 7, 8. We do our wave and we sit. So we come up high here. Wave. Crunch, 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 sit. When we sit, she's not sitting on me. She is fully supporting her own weight, yeah? And when we sit, our hips do not stop in the neutral position. They push back, Yeah? This was the complete shape. Okay? This is for both of us. It's not a ladies' movement. I led this movement by doing it. It's very key in Bachata Sensual. I'm not doing this kind of stuff, guys. I'm doing the whole body movement. Bam. In order to be stable, make sure that your toes are open and your knees are open, yeah? Have a wide enough base to be stable. And from here, all we're going to do is go hip, just the hip, weight hasn't transferred. Now push off that back leg. Stand up. We're on one leg. We're just standing. On the way up, I got that left hand. I lift that left hand, and now we're going to do a double turn. 5, 6, 7, 8. And basic 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the other side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, down, up, around. Snake, build contact. Sit back. Stand up, get the hand, turn, and 1, 2, 3. If you've made it back to basic, you did it right. If you got stuck in one of these movements, you are now a plant. Make sure that you transfer your weight fully so that we can always return back to bachata. Yeah? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, down, up, around. Snake, build contact. Sit back. Stand up, get the hand, turn, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, down, up, around. Snake, build contact. Sit back. Stand up, get the hand, turn, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, down, up, around. Snake, build contact. Sit back. Stand up, get the hand, turn, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, down, up, around. Snake, build contact. Sit back. Stand up, get the hand, turn, and 1, 2, 3.